Joanne, I'm trying to understand what quiet quitting really is, whether it's a thing, and is this a function of a very tight labor supply where everybody just does whatever they want, or a shift forever, or is this a temporary? What is happening?
So, first of all, good morning, Andrew. Good to be with you. Quiet quitting is really a new name for a age-old practice. The Gallup poll you cite is really interesting because now they're saying half of people are thinking about quiet quitting. But if you look at a Gallup poll from before the pandemic, they did one shortly before the pandemic, about a year or so before, looking at millennials, and they found that 71% of millennials are not engaged in their work, which is basically the same thing as quiet quitting. So I think we've given a new name to something that we're all feeling, but that has been around forever, since work started, time immemorial.
So we think that, so it's not that ambition has gone away. You're saying ambition was never there to begin with?
No, what I'm saying is that we've seen that there is this sort of dissatisfaction that people have had with the workplace, but that's not something that's new. This is something that's been around. I do think, though, when we're talking about sort of what is the new normal going to be, that we have an opportunity now to do something better with the workplace to help people become more engaged with their work.
Okay, so let's talk about that. What has to happen? And the other piece of it is, can it happen if they're not physically at the office? How much of this disengagement that you're talking about is a function of not physically being next to colleagues?
Yeah, so the disengagement has been there forever. You can actually have better engagement if we can get back to this sort of a new normal. So first of all, just let's put it out there that sort of going back to quote unquote normal, like old times, 5 days a week in the office, it's dead. It's not coming back. We're already seeing that we are sort of getting to a stabilization of sort of a new normal. Right now, it looks like at this point, a lot of companies are moving toward this hybrid remote. Very often, it's about 3 days a week. And we actually see this in the evidence. Nick Bloom at Stanford, who is the work from home guru on all of this research, has found that actually about 30% of workdays currently are now remote, which is a huge, huge change from before times. But what that also means is, first of all, we know from all the research that people love this sort of remote work, the ability to have remote work. We know also that at least in one survey, the vast majority of people said they would even consider quitting if they were forced to come back 5 days a week.
Joanne, but to the piece of engagement, though, if quiet quitting is an issue, it seems to me it would be harder to get people to engage, I would think, if they're remote. Maybe not.
Well, what it looks like now, right, is that what you need, there are really good reasons to come back to the office, right? For collaboration, for mentoring, for creativity. We know, for example, that Columbia Business School did this research that found that Zoom is a creativity killer, that when you are trying to do brainstorming, et cetera, on Zoom, you are far less effective. You have fewer ideas. The ideas are not as creative than when you do it in person. So this is something that's going to be helpful. You do need to have some on premises. And I think the last couple of years, one of the engagement issues has been so much remote and so sort of up in the air. It's been very frustrating for everyone. It's been frustrating for the companies. It's frustrating for the employees. And if we can get to this new normal, a new normal of a hybrid workforce, and figure out how to do that better, then we're going to be in a much better position going forward. One of the things, for example, some of the best practices that are emerging now are, if you're going to do this hybrid remote, it makes more sense not just to do it sort of scattershot, but to have, let's say, your team or your organization all be there at the same time. So if you're picking 3 days, you all pick the same 3 days. You still have flexibility, but you also have the benefit of being together.